Alright, here we're going to talk about how to factor quadratics with a leading coefficient that's not equal to 1. This example here, we're going to do 6x squared minus 11x minus 10. This method is called the box method, where you create a 2 by 2 box like this, and in the top left of the box you put the squared term, so we have a 6x squared, and in the bottom right you put the constant term, so we have a negative 10. Then we go to a table, and what we do is we take the leading coefficient and multiply it by the constant. So 6 times negative 10, and that's negative 60. And we need two numbers that multiply to be negative 60 and that add to be the coefficient of the x term, so negative 11 in this case. So we just start by writing down some pairs that multiply to be negative 60. So we have negative 60 and positive 1, negative 30 and positive 2, negative 20 and positive 3, negative 15 and positive 4. And once we get to a pair of numbers that add to be negative 11, like here with negative 15 and positive 4, we stop and we know that that's our pair. And what we do is we take those numbers and put them in the two empty boxes. So we have a negative 15, and then you always put an x with them. So negative 15x and positive 4x. Okay, then we factor the greatest common factor from both rows. So in the first row we have a 6x squared and a negative 15x. Those have a common factor of 3x. And then we also pull the greatest common factor from the second row of 4x and negative 10. Those have a factor of 2. On top, we put the result after factoring out the 3x from the 6x squared and the negative 15x. So that would leave us with a 2x up here and a negative 5. You do the same thing on the bottom. If you factor 2 from 4x and negative 10, you get a 2x and minus 5. And those two sets of numbers should always be the same. We have a 2x and minus 5 on top and bottom. And that gives you the final factored form. We have what we pulled out, the 3x and the positive 2. So 3x and positive 2. And the 2x minus 5, which is what we were left with. And so that's the factored form of 6x squared minus 11x minus 10.